Hey y'all. Okay, so I am back. I am Tanisha Davis. This is the Fun and Budget Act, in case you are confused as to where you are. Because you could be on my other channel sitting in the street, but this is the Fun and Budget Act. This is where we talk about money and we try to talk about the fun and how I combine a balanced lifestyle along with my financial goals, okay? I use real numbers here. So everything I tell you is real. We're not talking theories. And if it is a theory, I'm going to tell you it's a theory. And I'm going to say I can't even vouch for that theory because I ain't tried it. I like to try things. Okay, so in this video, we're going to do something different. We are going to do something different. First of all, I got my eyelashes done. Oh my goodness, they're taking some getting used to. I've been eye naked for so long that I'm like, is this a little much? Is this a little much? But okay. Also, I got them done in a different way. I got them done with more lashes on the ends, longer and stuff. So I don't know. So we're playing with this, guys. So let's try not to be distracted. Oh, I got my nails done too. Nails and lashes done. We just gotta get my hair done next. Okay, guys. In this video, we're gonna do something that we have never, ever done before in this video. On this channel. Normally, we talk about our budgets, right? In the beginning of the month, I tell you what I am going to project that I'm going to do with my money for the next month. And then we also come back at the end of the month and we talk about what really happened. Like, this is what I thought I was going to do. This is what's going to actually happen. But in today's video, today is June 26th. I actually got paid yesterday. And so we are going to do a paycheck video. And I'm going to show you what I do on my paydays and how I actually go through to reconcile my money. Okay, this might be a hot mess because, like I said, I've never done this before. And I'm not even going to do the live screen. Only because I know that there's so much personal information on my live screens that I just took screenshots to make it nice and safe so I know that I'm not accidentally sharing something that shouldn't be shared. Now, what I do on these paychecks is I go through and I make sure that I am paying my bills for the most part. And because this is the second paycheck in the month, it's extra special because what we also have to do is make sure that we have the funds in our account to cover everything that we said we were going to do this month. And if we don't, we have to make adjustments, okay? So this is where we're going to see what the truth is. Does everything add up? And is it all true? So the first thing I do is I log into my regular bank account to see what we're working with. Now, this balance here is the balance that's left in my account. So it's not my paycheck or anything like that. It's what I have to work with. What wasn't spent combined with the money that came in. So right now we have a balance of $5,516.19, but we're going to ignore that 19 cents. So we're going to leave it at 5516, okay? And then what I do is I just take a cursory glance at my account to make sure that everything here is adding up. Like there's no extra things that were taken out that wasn't supposed to be taken out. And if things were taken out, did I account for it in my Every Dollar app? I have the free Every Dollar app. That's what I use. So I go in and I manually make adjustments, which I love because I just feel like I'm more hands-on. And plus it's free. Free. Okay, so basically what I see here, I see I got some rental income. I got my Google AdSense income. And I'm not sharing that because I'm super ashamed. I make no money off of YouTube, y'all. Oh my goodness. Oh my, who cares? Who cares, right? YouTube's fun. I love it. Okay, so, and I see the last bills that were paid that were taken out, which I've already accounted for in Every Dollar. So we're good to go here. I can actually shut this tab, my bank account tab. And then, so I wrote down that number and I make sure that on my income section of my Every Dollar, I have everything is here. How much did I say I was going to make? How much did I bring in? Is it all accounted for? Because it's the end of the month, y'all. If the money ain't came in by now, it ain't coming in. Then I look to see, what do I still have to pay? $95 HOA fee. And I'm going to have to write that down on the side, simply because that is something that automatically came out. But I do believe that they sent me something saying to update my account, and I didn't update my account. Okay, so I'm going to have to write that down to the side because I have to figure out how to pay that. Then what I do, because a lot of you know, I live a credit card lifestyle. I pay all my bills with my credit cards. All the bills that can be paid for with my credit card. So what I do is I look at my credit card statements. And right now I have 3 active cards that I'm using that I actually use on a regular basis. So I check all 3 of those accounts. So the first thing we're going to do is go into my city account. We're going to stop paying our bills. So yeah, so when I get paid, instead of having to go to a whole bunch of different sites a lot of times to pay things, a lot of times I just have to go to my credit card statements and pay the balances on the statements. Okay, it looks like my balance on my city credit card is $537.22. Now we have to see if that is real or not. So since the last time I made a payment, which was on June 15th, I made a payment of $259.04. And that should have paid for, no, that was on the 15th. All right, so that paid for everything before the 15th. We're going to start from the top and we're going to work our way down. So on June 21st, I did $129.62 Walmart, and then there's a $78.09 plane ticket, and then $43 for my meals, and that included the tip. I added the tip to that. $35. It says U.S. collection members, such an odd name, but what that was a timeshare fee. And then we have $14.42 for Wendy's. And then we have $25.41 for McDonald's. $14.42 for Wendy's. Some of you may have seen the video. If not, check out the eye in that beautiful sky. And what that is we actually did a Wendy's breakfast review where me and Jay went to Wendy's and we ate some of their fabulous breakfast sandwiches. So if you're interested in checking that out, hop on over to my other channel after this video and check out that video. And then the $25.41 actually was for the McDonald's challenge where Jay tried to do the mega whole pounder meal challenge, or the whole pounder mega meal challenge. Something like that. The bottom line is we did a challenge where he had to eat all of this food, and that is what all of that food cost. And you can check that out over there as well. Okay, so let's add that up real quick. So that comes up to $325.54. So what that means is that this $193.83, that's my cell phone, because that came out on the 15th and I made a payment on the 15th, so that wasn't there yet. On the 13th, this was probably still pending as well. Wendy's again for $17.85. And that equals $537.22. And that should be good. Yep, $537.22. So we're balanced there. So now we're going to make a payment for that full $537.22. And then we're going to subtract the $537. I don't even do the 22 cents. I try not to keep my bank account that tight where I have to reconcile down to the penny. So $5,516 minus $537 equals $49.79. So that's what we have left after we make that payment. And then I hop on over to every dollar and I make sure that I zero out everything that we just paid for. And I like this because it's that whole trust but verify. It's like I'm doing so many double checks that it's all good. So now that that credit card is reconciled with my bank account, we subtracted what we owed, as well as every dollar. We went ahead and we zeroed out everything that was paid. We now move on to the next credit card, and this is going to be Bank of America. So in Bank of America, we see that we have a balance of $271. What are they? Now let's take away the $271 from here. All right, so that leaves us with $4,708 in our bank account, $216 for the house cleaning, and then $55 for what I paid for my eyelashes. And then I'm seeing, let me write this down as a side note because I be forgetting about stuff. $149. You see that's pending. That's for the Ancestry upgrade so that I can look at all of the database records and everything. It was free for 2 weeks, but I did plan on buying it anyway, but I did not put it in this budget. And I'm actually going to just put it into my July budget because we're super close. And by the time that pops up and by the time I make another payment or whatever, it'll be July. So we'll just make sure that we add that to July's budget. Don't judge me. I can do this. Okay, so that payment is made. Then we hop back over to every dollar and we make sure that we acknowledge that we made those payments. Again, I have my items here on every dollar, but I don't zero them out until I actually make the payment. Let me show you an example. Okay, so what I do is, as you see, this right here, the eyelashes, I want to go ahead and reconcile that. So I'm going to go ahead and add new, and I'm going to say 55 because that's what I paid, and I'm going to track the expenses there. Okay, and then the other thing, what was the other thing that we paid? So we're going to go ahead up is the house cleaning right here, and I'm going to do the same thing. I am going to add new, and I am going to put in what I paid, $216, and I'm going to track it, and that zeroes that out. That concludes our business with Bank of America. And then the last part is going to be American Express. Now, when we go in American Express, we see that we only have one thing that we need to pay, and that is our home security system. So we're going to make that payment, and that is, see the whole balance, $48.96, and that's roughly $49. So we're going to subtract the $49 from our balance. This leaves us with $4,659 in our bank account. Now what we do is we look through, now that all of our credit cards are paid, and we see what still has a balance attached to it, and why is it not zeroed out. So we already know that that $95 HOA has a balance attached to it. So I need to go through and pay that today. But in the meantime, let's just make sure we subtract that from our bank account. Looks like the internet, I haven't paid my files, so we're going to go through and we're going to pay that. I'm not going to do it right now with you guys on camera because I know y'all ain't got time for all that. But we're going to make sure that we subtract that. Lawn, y'all, this one snuck up on us, $240. So y'all know I've been here in Miami for all of the months, and the lawn guy actually cut the lawn in May and he cut the lawn in June. And so I owe him $240. And as you see, I'm not zeroing any of this stuff out until I actually do it in the app. Okay. So it'll still be there. So I know that, nah, girl, you still have to pay this stuff. But what I want to do right now is just make sure that our bank account is kosher. So now we have $4,244. Gifts, $600. So now we're at $36.44. We're going to go ahead and send a cash app. That's done. $3,644 is where we're at. The only thing I have left in here is what the extra money I said I was going to send my mortgage. And we're good. my mortgage, I said I'm going to send $3,640. So that leaves us with $4 in our bank account that will be used to pay whatever change I didn't add up, okay? So we're good. It is an every dollar budget, y'all. As of today, Friday, June 26th, I cannot spend another penny because I've already reconciled everything, and that is where we're at. And if I do spend another penny, it has to come from that extra mortgage payment that I'm going to send, because what I do is I send whatever I don't spend in the month goes to my mortgage, because I'm working on paying off my home sooner than later. Later would be, I think they said 2043 or something. 2043 is when my mortgage term would be over. Like if I make my minimum payments on my mortgage every month, I would have my house paid off in 2043. We ain't trying to do that. Thank you all for doing this first with me. Let me know if you found this helpful, valuable, entertaining, interesting. Should I continue to do these paycheck breakdowns? All right, y'all. So until the next video, I want y'all to have an absolutely wonderful day.